Welcome to Stogie Palace. I am your host, Chris. Today I have something I'd never heard about. Give it a try. It's called a Topper. And it's this model is the Breva size. It's basically a robusto. This is, if I can get out my glasses here, 5.5 by 46 robusto, rated as medium. I got it at Two Guys Cigar Shop. And this is their Cigar Authority Care Package, which you get 4 cigars for $19.99 delivered. Pretty good deal. And the thing is that those 4 cigars will be cigars that they will talk about, review, smoke on their show. So, and those are usually pretty decent cigars. This cigar itself is probably really in about the $2 range, and I've been aging it well. It's been resting for about a week or two. So the wrapper is Connecticut broadleaf, the binder is Pennsylvanian, and the filler is mixed Cuban sandwich. Definitely a rustic looking cigar. Sorry, getting used to a new camera here. And definitely a different little pointy end there. So that looks like straight cut material to me. Just not sure how deep to go in. That's what she said. Good little pieces there. It's got a nice draw, nice flavor. Feels a little brittle there at the end. Feeling little pieces here. This is a Cuban sandwich. This is not all long filler from it's mixed filler. So we'll see what happens there. Different smell for sure. Hard to. Wish. See, this is where I wish I had better palate. I mean, I'm picking up the smell, but I can't really tell you what it is. Except it smells nice. I like it. It's sort of perfumey, flowery. Hard to say. So let's see. There is some information on the web about this at Cigars International, which I'll read you here in a second. We got that deal with the Two Guys Smoke Shop. I don't know if it'll still be available by the time you read this. I'd be surprised. It's a pretty good deal. Like I said, I'd never heard of this. I'm willing to wager most of you haven't either, unless you live in Connecticut, which is where this company is and where they get in their tobacco, at least the wrapper part. Good draw, good smoke output. Actually, both are great. Flavor. I like the aroma. Flavor, a little bit of a finish there, kind of a, can't really say yet. So let's see, what does Cigars International have to say about this Topper Breva? Excuse me, for nearly 120 years, Topper cigars have been an affordable U.S.-made quality stick. Now, Chris Topper, the 4th generation to run the Topper Cigar Company, is bringing this nostalgic brand back to life in the same styling and vintage sizes that it was known for in the 1960s. Once based out of Adams County, Pennsylvania, today the Topper Cigar Company has migrated to Meriden, Connecticut. These throwback cigars host a Cuban sandwich mix of fillers from America, the Dominican Republic and Honduras, all tucked under a hardy Pennsylvania-grown binder. Topping off the topper is a dark Connecticut broadleaf wrapper, all combined to deliver an enjoyable, medium-bodied experience. On the Cigar Authority show that I was talking about, they interviewed Chris Topper. I haven't got all the way through it yet. I might listen to it while I'm here, because that's kind of the point of getting in on that care package from Cigar Authority. So you can listen to them while they're smoking the same thing you are. They sent it out to you. They all came in good shape. They talked to him quite a bit. I've heard, I think, most of the interview with them, but the one thing I haven't heard yet, and I'll amend this, I'll add to this. if it turns out to be true, is I haven't heard any tasting notes yet. And usually that's the first thing they do. All of them, especially. Well, no, they all have their tasting notes. Some of them are pretty far-fetched. I will say right up front, I'm not a fan of Connecticut. But I'm always willing to give something to try. Now, there's Connecticut Shade, which is a lighter wrapper, which a lot of people really must like because it sells very well. I think it's like the top-selling wrapper there is. But it's usually on the milder to medium cigars. Then there's Connecticut Broadleaf like this, where I've smoked a few. Some I've liked, some are so-so. It's a darker Maduro type wrapper usually, like in the case of this. This is definitely a rustic looking cigar, no doubt about that. And I don't think I've ever smoked a cigar that is Cuban sandwich and tells you right off the bat that it's not all long filler. I don't care, as long as it tastes good and smokes well and performs well. Apparently, according to this podcast about this cigar, there's a third type of Connecticut. I forgot what they said it was, Habano or something. I don't know what that's used in, but either way, it's interesting listening to the making of this and the fields up there in Connecticut and how they can't duplicate the broadleaf anywhere else in the world. Shade, definitely. Ecuador for sure. So far, I like this, I will say. There's that mid to final finish there that I'm not sure what that is, but I like the performance so far. Burning evenly, putting off a good amount of smoke, good draw. Not a monster, so it won't last forever. And since it's medium, it shouldn't hurt me as far as the nicotine. So let's keep on going on this Topper. See where it leads. Well, this thing's moving right along. This is the Topper Breva. I'm easily a third into it already, and that's only 15 minutes. So it's going to be a quick one probably, but I'm liking it. The ash held on about that long and then unceremoniously fell off practically in my lap. So I think that's the mixed filler. I got to be concerned about that ash. I don't have my ashtray right in front of me, which I probably should. I like this. Let's say, for a relatively inexpensive cigar, it's not bad at all. I mean, the finish is not the high point for me. It's it's peppery, I guess, but it's I don't know. I don't want to say that you can taste the price on the finish, but there's just, I don't know, something about that I'm not caring a whole lot for, but I can't complain about the performance. This one's going to be quick too. Good burner, even burn line, nice aroma, decent flavor, probably low strength, so let's keep going. Alright, well, I'm going to wrap up this review of this Topper Breva. I ended up giving it a score of 91, which is pretty good for a cheap cigar, $2 cigar. The band came off no problem. Not a whole lot to the band. It says Topper handmade, and just want to make sure there wasn't any confusion. Just because mixed filler doesn't mean it was machine made. It is handmade, and it says on there since 1896. My notes on it are that it went out for no reason about halfway in. The draw and the smoke output just kept going down and down and down, and then just went out. Relit it, no problem. Burn line, a little uneven there, but not that bad. This is a pretty easy smoking cigar with a really nice aroma. For a medium, it's got some flavor in there, I will say. And the Cigar Authority in their podcast did mention some sweetness. I'm picking up a little bit of that too. But overall, just a easygoing, pleasant little cigar. This far in, which is getting towards the end, that's about 45 minutes worth right there. so it's not going to last an hour, which is fine. This is a good in-between cigar, like if you're stepping up from the machine mades and want to move into something that'll last a little longer, won't kill you, either in your pocketbook or the strength, or it won't overpower you, and it's not made of any of the paper or anything like some of those cheapo machine mades are. Definitely like the aroma, especially when I'm about to take a drag off it. You can smell the wrapper. It's good. I like it. And I'm not, like I said, a big fan of Connecticut broadleaf or shade, but this is decent. I'm glad I checked it out. Looks wise, yeah, it takes some hits there, but you know, what do you expect? It's rustic looking, you could say, you know, and wrapper, I mean, the band is obviously nothing extravagant, but it's not really meant to be. US made, US company, Topper. Never heard of it before today. Bet you haven't either, but check it out. If you see it in your store, check it out. I hear in Connecticut they're all over the place. Outside of there, it might be a little harder to find, but where I got it, Two Guys Smoke Shop, they have it, so you can get it there pretty cheap. So thanks for watching. This has once again been the Topper Breva. This is Chris at the Stogie Palace, bidding you adieu.